Hello. Welcome to the 40-day journey with JMa Yoga, day 3. Today's dedication is feet, or in Sanskrit, pada. Taking a moment here in our day to respect and give thanks for the powerful portals of our feet. In many communities and places in the world and scripture, the feet are revered as energy centers and portals that carry so much wisdom and strength and importance. In the Egyptian culture, it is said that the body enters and releases out of the soles of the feet. In Indian culture, it's a common practice to sit at the feet of our elders or our teachers, and it's said that when you place your hands on the feet of your teacher, their wisdom and strength and prosperity comes into you. They bless you in that way. And even in the Christian Bible, Jesus humbles himself and the sacred act of washing the feet of his disciples. So just listening, honoring, and remembering what an important part of the body our feet truly are. So let's begin in Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together. You can adjust the sensation here by moving the heels further away from the body or closer into the body. If this is too much to begin on the hips or the knees, feel free to grab a pillow or a blanket or a bolster and put it underneath the hips. All right, so finding your comfortable space here, just bring opposite toes to touch and the balls of the feet to touch, the heels to touch, and then let's place the hands on the feet as well. Finding some length in the spine here, maybe closing the eyes, or if the eyes stay open, finding a steady gaze, and just bringing the consciousness to the feet. Joining the feet together here like a seal, sort of how we seal the hands in Anjali Mudra, that same intention of creating a circuit of energy, closing the circuit of foot energy, roots energy, by connecting the soles of the feet, letting that foot energy charge up as they connect. And as you feel that connection, foot to foot, hands to feet, imagine breathing in and connecting to the wisdom of your feet. So many places our feet have carried us. So many experiences are charged into each step. The power of direction. Yeah. Honoring all the places that you've been and all the power that your feet contain. Giving thanks for the ability to stand, for the ability to walk, for the ability to rise into the many blessed places that we get to go. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here, deeply revering our feet and the energy they hold. Maybe giving a gentle rub here from the arch of the foot up towards the toes. Let's start at the arch and go up the big toe, and then the arch up the second toe, from the arch up the middle toe, from the arch up the 4th toe, and then from the outer edge of the arch all the way up the pinky toe, and then maybe just wiggling each toe on your feet, saying thank you. And then we'll all meet on our spine. So lifting our knees up to center. We'll come onto our backs. And we're just going to lift our feet straight up in the air. If this is too much with straight legs, feel free to keep a bend in the knees. And we're just going to flex the feet, dorsiflex. And then we'll point and flex and point, flex and point, flex, inhale, point, exhale, flex, inhale, point, exhale, flex, inhale, point. And then we're going to bring the feet about hip width distance, and we're just going to circle out the ankles. So full rotation here, awakening the energy of the roots. As I lift my feet up, I also like to imagine that all of the wisdom from the feet is pouring down the legs, pouring into my hips, my sacrum, and just filling my body with that conscious energy from the feet. We'll change direction of our circles in the ankles. Keep breathing smoothly, deeply here. And then we'll hug the knees into the chest. Taking a deep breath here. And then we're going to rock all the way up to a seat and press up into a standing position. From here, we're standing in Tadasana. Our feet are hip width distance. Let's take a few bounces here. Just softening the knees, rocking forward and back from the toes to the heels. Letting the feet and the soles really connect to the earth beneath us, bringing the consciousness down into the soles of the feet. From here, we're going to rock onto our toes and the balls of our feet, lifting our heels. Maybe the heels just barely lift off the earth. Maybe we're rising the heels a little higher, maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches, holding. Pressing the base of the big toe, the base of the pinky toe, challenging our balance. The quads are on, the calf muscles are on, core is engaged, crown is lifting tall, holding. And then we'll rock back onto our heels, lift and spread all 10 toes. Now the ball of the foot can stay grounded to help us balance here. You can play with maybe lifting one ball of the foot off while the other one stays grounded, still spreading the toes wide. Maybe that foot, the ball of the foot lowers as the other ball of the foot lifts on the other side, spreading the toes nice and wide. If you'd like, you can try lifting both at the same time, challenging the balance. Focusing on grounding the 2 corners of the heel. And then we'll go back onto our toes, lift. And back to the heels, lift and spread the toes. And shifting back to the toes, lift the heels. And one more time, toes lift and heels lift. And then we're going to turn to the side so you can see this. We're going to press our feet back, curl the toes under, and just get a stretch on the top of the foot here. Breathing a long line along the front of the leg, pressing the tops of the toes down into the earth. And then we'll switch. That foot comes back, opposite foot goes behind, toes pointing back behind us. Pressing the tops of the toes into the earth. Nice long stretch on the top of the foot. Breathing along whichever leg has the toes pointed back. Imagining your breath moving along that leg all the way to the tippy toenail of the back foot. And then we'll release. Switching feet again, we're going to roll now. So the toes touch the earth and we're just rolling out the ankle. Same movement we did with the feet lifted, but a little bit more traction. And we'll switch, that foot grounds, this foot rolls out. Beautiful, and release. We're going to come down into tabletop next. So coming onto the hands and knees, we're going to curl the toes under. And then maybe we stay here and just press the hips back. This will be a little bit less intense than the next option. So if you're feeling it here, the toes are curled under. This is a toe stand. Stay here. Most of the weight comes forward into the hands, and that makes this a little bit more accessible. If you'd like a little bit more, the hands begin to walk back towards the body. The body weight comes up and over the feet. The heels stack above the toes. And you're breathing. As you breathe, sending your breath into your feet. This is a great flush for the lower meridians of the body. It's great for countering all of the, when we wear shoes, you know, our feet are in a certain position for a long time. Our feet don't usually take this position where the toes are curling and stretching. So taking a nice counter stretch to the regular position that our toes are in. Deepening the breath here. We've got 3 more slow rounds of breath. Inhaling completely. Exhaling completely. 2 more just like that. And then we'll walk the hands back out. We're going to point the toes back and we're just going to tap the tops of the feet on the earth. Get the blood flow going. And release. We're going to come back to our seated position. And we're going to take a half lotus here. So one leg is under, the other leg comes up on top. If this is unavailable, we can always straighten the bottom leg and bring this foot in front instead of on top. We're just going to do a little massage here. So if half lotus is available, we're just flipping that foot up and we're just kneading out the meaty part of the ball of the foot. Circular motion. And then working down right here, we're going to rub right there in the very center with both thumbs, just kneading out that area in the foot. And then we'll work our way up to the big toe, kneading out the big toe, giving some love. And working over to the second toe. Working over to the next toe. Breathing gratitude into our feet. Working over to the next toe. Honoring all the wisdom that these feet are charged with. Working to the next toe. And then we'll just cup the top of the foot with the hands. Connecting. And switch feet. Flipping that other foot up, we'll start just kneading the ball of the foot, circular motion, getting into that nice meaty part. And then we'll work into that central area, Right here is where we're going for. And then we'll begin with the big toe. Taking a moment to just love our feet. Maybe taking a moment for forgiveness for any missteps or wrong directions we've taken in our life. Moving to the next toe, remembering that sometimes the scenic route has lessons and wisdom that we need to gather, even if that path doesn't end up aligning with the direction that we're headed or we'd like to be headed. Moving on to the next toe. As I rub my feet, I think of the sacred times that I've had salt foot baths and oil rubbed on my feet by beloveds or by myself, by my children. Moving on to the next toe. If you're in this practice or come back to this practice, this is also a great time to add in an oil if you'd like any, shea butter, cocoa butter, any massage oils that you've got. This is a great time to bless up the feet and anoint them with some earth oils. We'll move on to the last toe here. And then working back down to the meaty part of the foot, right there by the toes. And then we'll just hold the feet in between the hands. Feel the charge, feel the circuit of energy, connection between hands and feet. Gently releasing the hands, let's come back into Baddha Konasana, bound angle, bottoms of the feet together. Heels touching, full circuit of rootsy energy. Toes touching. Breathing into our feet. Taking a moment for gratitude. Remembering how powerful it is to let our bare feet touch the earth. And one of my favorite things about yoga is being able to take off our shoes and our socks and let our feet stretch onto our mats or wherever we're practicing. As a teacher, I see often that even that practice of peeling away the layers that we've put on our feet as humans is powerful. Some people have a hard time taking off their socks, taking off, any foot coverings and just being bare and naked in their feet. So maybe just appreciating the power of that and maybe feeling inspired to peel away the shoes and the socks a little bit more and let your naked feet touch the earth and touch each other, and let your hands touch your naked feet. And let your feet be charged on the earth. There's science that can prove what the ancients have always known, which is when our bare feet touch the ground and the grass and the dirt and the wild waters, there is a connection there. And our body breathes in that connection through the soles of our feet. I imagine it like our feet as solar panels, but instead of solar energy, they're charging up with earth energy. So taking the time, breathing in the awareness to bless your feet. Let your bare feet touch the earth. and the waters. Soak them in warm, floral, salt water and rub them, anoint them with oils and rub them and stretch them and love them. Our feet are so sacred, and if you have loved ones in your life that you want to support and you want to bless, touch their feet, clean their feet, anoint them through the soles at the very base of their body. Yeah. Inhaling appreciation for our feet. Exhaling, diving deep into foot consciousness. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, hands to heart. From my blessed feet, I honor your blessed feet. The eternal love that pulses and flows and dwells within my vessel humbly connects and honors and bows to the eternal love that pulses and flows and dwells within your vessel and within all vessels. Namaste.